Last clip I want to play, Rob. If you can play this clip of Dan Bongino and Cash Patel, the two of them, they're sitting there being asked about Epstein. I don't know if you have this clip or not. There's a clip of the two of them. Maybe we'll play this one and then Stephen A. Smith, and we'll wrap it up. Do you know which one I'm talking about,
Yep,
Rob?
I have it right here.
So if you can play this clip. So they're being asked about Epstein, and then Dan answers as well. Go ahead and please. I'm going to get the team's reaction here. Go for it.
You said Jeffrey Epstein committed suicide. People don't believe it.
Well, I mean, listen, they have a right to their opinion, but as someone who has worked as a public defender, as a prosecutor, who's been in that prison system, who's been in the Metropolitan Detention Center, who's been in segregated housing, you know a suicide when you see one, and that's what that was.
He killed himself. You want me to get, I've seen the whole file. He killed himself.
I know it's hard work.
Well, I guess case closed, guys.
Hey, guess what?
I guess we figured it out.
I love
There was
Dan
that.
Bongino. Dan Bongino looks like he didn't want to. He killed himself. He killed him. I don't
How
know.
much do you believe them, Vinny?
Adam.
Cash
they
Patel.
work for the intelligence
Dan
community.
Bongino, high credibility in your
how
eyes,
about this?
right?
Anything that
What
has to do
percentage
with the
do you believe
Epstein,
him?
I don't even know what the hell to believe from anybody anymore. And to be honest with you, killed himself, whatever. I don't, at this point.
86'd himself.
Exactly, thank you. I don't care. Do you know what I care about? Ghislaine Maxwell and all the people that she knows and all the customers and all the 10,000, by the way, tens of thousands of hours of Epstein and his people having sex with underage children. Where are I want arrests. I want those people. Kill himself, that's okay. We're not stupid. We know what happened. If they say he killed himself, whatever. Maybe they gave him an ultimatum, Adam. Or maybe they're like, hey, listen, we're going to shut the cameras off. You at least better do it or else it's going to be hell or high water for you. So maybe, I don't know. I don't care at this point. I want the customers. I want the people that were at that island. I want the people that were on those tapes. I want them exposed. This doesn't do anything for me. I don't believe anybody anymore. I don't. I actually don't.
I mean,
that's what I want. That's what I think the people want. I think everybody out there wants to know who are the people that were there. If Ghislaine Maxwell is in jail for selling and sex trafficking girls, human beings, where are all the customers? You can't arrest Tom for being a drug kingpin and no other arrests are made. It doesn't make any sense. This I don't care about. I don't care.
That was a close one.
Yeah.
Don't expose me.
Yeah. But
you don't care about that Jeffrey Epstein killed himself?
Adam, because you know what, Adam? We're never going to know. We're not, all the stuff that lined up, the cameras were off, the guard was gone,
exactly.
his cellmate was on. I don't care. We're never going to find out. I want the people that were hooking up with kids.
If I may, I don't want to weigh in on you guys going back and forth, but I'm going to say this. Did Hitler kill himself?
We don't know.
Hours before, somebody else was probably going to do it for him.
Yeah, probably.
Right?
Yeah.
So did Epstein hear that? Okay, look, the thing that went down in Florida, you got out of that. There's no getting out of this one. That's it. It's not where it's going. And you know what? You got a couple choices here. You know, you're going to get it, or you can take the way out and do it yourself.
Well, there's a lot of people that think that Adolf Hitler ended up in Argentina, and, as well as a bunch of other Nazis.
Pretty.
Okay, well then
feasible.
Step back from
I
that
don't know.
one. But
I mean, I wasn't there hanging out with the guy. Kanye was, though.
How many cornered serial killers or cornered killers off themselves moments before the police are finally going to come through the door? Right? We see that all the time. It's the cheap way out for the killer who doesn't want to go to prison and doesn't want to be arrested and doesn't want to be taken alive. You'll never take me alive.
What you're saying is, Tom, that whether he did it himself or someone else was going to do it, it was inevitable.
Yes, that's what I think. That's what I think. And there are other people out there that seem to think that. So could Cash and Bongino, both are friends of the podcast. We talked to them, just full disclosure. Mm-hmm. But, you know, are they speaking the truth about it? Yeah, I'd like to think that both of those guys that we think highly of are speaking the truth. However, in speaking the truth, it's okay. Why did he do it at that time? And then it sure seems pretty convenient that cameras go off and the things changed in the detention center. That happened. Those cameras were off. The guard moved. The roommate went to another cell. There's some things that happened there that you know aren't explained, and say, okay, guys, that's it. But what about the rest of your police investigation, Cash? I'd like to hear that. Okay, what about the rest of the circumstances that went down with the guards, with the cameras, with everything else? What about the rest of the circumstances, even though you and Bongino were saying, we've seen the pictures, we've seen the file, we're looking in there, that is a suicide, no signs of struggle, okay, I'm calling that. Okay, what about everything else? I want to see the full explanation.
Yeah, seems highly questionable. By the way, you know who weighed in on this whole Epstein thing was Elon Musk. Do you have that clip, Rob?
Yep, right here.
Yeah, Vinny just texted it.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, this is weird. Did you see this?
Yeah.
I do want to ask you about U.S. aid and the comments that Bill Gates made the other day, and I know that you called him.
Yeah, he's a huge liar.
I know you've said that already.
Oh, huge
I
liar.
wondered.
Also,
and I'm just.
who does Bill Gates think he is to make comments about the welfare of children, given that he frequented Jeffrey Epstein?
Okay, well.
Ooh, wow, applause break.
He said he regrets those, and
I wouldn't trust that guy to babysit my kids.
He spent a lot.
I wouldn't
he
trust
spent a lot
him
of
to
his own
babysit
money
my
on,
kids.
He's got a lot
on
of
Of course you
philanthropy around
wouldn't.
the world over the years. My question to you is: have you looked at the data to check if he might be right that the cuts to USAID might cost millions of lives?
Yes. I'd like him to show us any evidence whatsoever that is.
I do.
They
But
certainly
you
have
notice
beef.
her, she's like, yeah, but he helped so much. The Bill, Melinda Gates
Yeah.
and all that, brother, they're shutting that down, aren't they,
Listen,
Rob? The
Dan
Melinda Gates.
Bongino and Cash Patel, the energy was very different pre-getting in the job
Yes, sir.
versus once they got the job.
Mm-hmm.
So it's either they find out who's holding who hostage. It's either they put stuff in front of them to say, here's what we have on you, which I don't think that's the one, but that's the second thing. It's either they realize they need that to be able to control assets. Other people are holding the people in the White House hostage, or they're just telling the truth.
Yep.
And you have to believe it. And the last one is the fact that they may have given him weapons and said, kill yourself. So forever they could say he killed himself to categorically make it right that they're not lying. But he didn't kill himself. You know, it's a different kind of a situation, you know, that he was in. But Adam, your thoughts here, and then we'll move on to the last story.
I like how you kind of gave the options here. I filtered it down to two options. Number one, it is the truth, or at least it's truthiness, right, that he offed himself. Or number two, which I actually think is way more likely, is that there's a big difference between talking about what you're going to do when you get to the job versus actually seeing what the hell's going on behind the scenes when you get the job as the FBI director. So my assumption, never had the opportunity to be the FBI director. I know you chat GPT'd like what qualifications on a daily basis. You're going to see things that you never thought you would see. And you're going to see people's names that you never thought you would see. And some of those people may be presidents or billionaires or foreign dignitaries. And they're going to say, listen, yeah, you might expose this name with Jeffrey Epstein, but you also might bring down half the world. So what do you want to do? In my opinion, when they get this job, they see things that they didn't think that they would see, and they say, yeah, he definitely killed himself. Okay, moving on. That's my opinion.
We got a special merch drop today with these 4 states. If you want to play this clip, we have officially 4 hats, each representing Florida, California, Texas, and New York. What's wild about these 4 states is I lived in California for 24 years, longest I ever lived in a state. I lived in Texas for 5 years. I've been in Florida for 4 years. And we own the minority owners of New York Yankees. So there is something going on with each of these 4 states. And it happens to be the top 4 states that we have here. These hats will go like this, okay? Because they're limited. We don't have a big supply of them. But the Florida one is going to sell out in minutes like it always does. Why? Because it is numbered 1 out of 250. And when you order those, they come in this box, the Valuetainment Future Looks Bright box with the hat inside of it. Florida's is going to have the red back lid, which is not lid. What do you call this thing here,
That's
Vinny?
their flag.
What do you call this, Vinny? Here, this is
snapback.
The snapback. And then you have Florida's flag here with Florida's map on the side. And then you got same thing with Texas, with New York, with California. So here's what we're going to be doing. 2 things. You got the shirt, sweaters, and the hats. Limited supply. Anybody that places the order, the first 100 are going to get a Future Looks Bright keychain, or you see the keychain right there. Whether you order 1 hat, 2 hats, or whatever you order, you're going to get those right there. However, I want to show you something crazy I sent to Chris this morning. Rob, go to eBay. Go to eBay if you can, and type in Future Looks Bright. This is absolutely wild. So if you go to eBay, Vinny, have you seen this lately? Future Looks Bright. Look what's there.
$400.
These numbered hats end up, but watch this, $800 for one of them. Keep going. Okay, keep going. $249.
Last one. That means you already sold one.
Listen to this. Let it go lower. Watch what happens here with the rest of them. Okay, keep going. It's becoming a marketplace on eBay on some of these guys. Some of them, the super fans buy, they wear it. I absolutely love it. You're going to see me on Jesse Waters tonight.
$10,000? Are you serious?
But I mean, that's how numbered stuff goes. He's got the 1 out of 250, though. So if you go lower, tonight when I'm on Jesse, by the way, even that backpack, we sold them. It's $2,028 for a numbered backpack. There was only 100 of them. We did limited. The red ones. We'll never do it again. The other one was the Future Looks Bright, the white and the gold, $3,000. Anyways, gang, if you believe the future looks bright, we want 1 million people wearing this gear, sporting it all over the place with the Valuetainment brand. Go to vtmerch.com, place the order. And those of you guys that are in the PBD Podcast Circle, you were told about this before anybody else, as well as the PBD Entrepreneur Circle. If you join the circle, you get these merch drops before anybody else. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.